Similar to Pretty Sammy, No Switch Komugi is a series that adapts on the magical girl genre, characters and items existing in another series, in this case, taken from the Soul Taker. These are the adventures of the lady life of the beginner idol Komugi Nakahara, who as that most of the time is doing cosplay and some presentations as part of the small artist company where she belongs. Komugi is also the girl chosen as the representative of the goddess of the vaccine war to fight and defeat the strange viruses that escaped to our world, transforming into New Switch Komugi thanks to the power that gives her her assistant Mugimaru. The way Mugimaru helps her is using his skill to detect the strange viruses that infect the people, affecting their behavior and using their energy to create chaos wherever they go. As Komugi's antagonist, a friend of her, Koyori, is manipulated by the viruses to propagate them, losing consciousness when she transforms into magical maid Koyori, constantly fighting Komugi. This series is mainly a comedy targeted to anime fans, since it includes many references and parodies from another anime series and from things common to the fans, like conventions, cosplay, and online forums like 2chan. And mixes also the nurse things on Komugi's costume, tools, and skills that are complemented with the colorful and flashy designs of the clothes and characters made by Akio Watanabe. Ultramaniac is a series that starts with an OVA that tells the initial plot of the first chapter of the manga, and a year later it becomes a 26-episode TV series that retells and changes some of the original theme and story. This is the story of Ayu Tateishi, a girl that in order to get the love of the popular kaiji, she becomes the ideal girl, good in sports, pretty, and admired by everyone. But this typical romantic story has an unexpected twist when Ayu meets Nina, a girl that she helps to find a very important item, and in gratitude she reveals her that she is a magical girl, student of the Magical Kingdom, as Ayu has watched on anime series. From here on, we watch the adventures that Ayu and Nina live when dealing with their romantic life that mixed with Nina's apprentice magic causes many curious and funny situations. Nina's magic is very curious because she uses some kind of portable computer that connects to the internet of her world, downloading many kinds of spells that she needs and sending them to a chest that is plugged in, and mixing there the necessary materials and getting with a command some magical product. But something weird on the TV series is that when they wanted to adapt the TV series to the magical girls genre stereotypes, they took out some of its romantic and dramatic content and gave it a more comedic style, adding silly characters and situations and a magical transformation and phrase that sometimes feels out of place. The Magical Girl series have used many themes and aesthetics that could be pretty or appealing for the little and teen girls, and Princess Tutu this time takes the more lyric themes of tales and ballet. This series is made from characters that came from previous tales and stories that are known on the town where it develops, mainly from the tale about a prince that was constantly fighting a crowd that decided to leave the story, so the prince pursued and sealed him, breaking his heart on the process. Ahiru, the protagonist, is a dog that was transformed into a girl by the mysterious Drosselmeyer when she wished to get closer to her prince, Mito, achieving this with a red gem that wears around her neck. And Ahiru can turn back to her dog shape when walking, returning to her girl shape when she gets wet. But besides that, the gem gives her the skill to transform into Princess Tutu, who is an exceptional ballet dancer that with her moves she can make magic. Ahiru, since she became a girl, in order to get closer to Mito, attends the same dance academy as him, where he's the idol of all the girls, so it won't be easy this approach, and more with Ahiru's shyness. And when noticing Mito's sad face, Ahiru will make her goal to recover his smile, even more when she knows that maybe he's the prince of the tale, so she'll devote to recover the red pieces of his heart that she'll find when she finds out how they take control of many persons of the town. This series is full of secrets of the characters' past and motivations, the magic, and the town where they live that will be very connected with Drosselmeyer's will and legacy. It's worth to mention how this series uses many inspiration sources and fantasy elements like the ballet, mainly the Swan Lake, the classic fairy tales, and plays made for opera and ballet, merging all of this with a great soundtrack that's nicely coupled to each moment and situation on the story. Kuchipuri Yusi, also known as Petite Princess Yusi, is a series created by Gainax, based in their famous Princess Maker game series, and in a similar way, we follow the story of the protagonist girl, in this case Yusi, who will be instructed to become a princess. Yusi is an orphan girl that was taken on the care of the famous knight Gombard, who found her abandoned after a great battle, and since then he left his profession to give her a homely life. But Yusi isn't what it seems, because she really is a 17-year-old girl that by the effect of an unknown curse, her body stopped to grow at the age of 10, keeping the looks of that age, so she's treated by many people as a child. But when she wants to meet the prince that returned after a long time, she sleeps in the castle, discovering by accident the eternal tiara that reacts to her. Watching this, the queen, so she gives her a pendant that gives her admission as a princess candidate to the Princess Academy. And the prize at the end, when chosen as the Platinum Princess, it will be having the power of the Eternal Tiara, which could fulfill any wish, being able to undo her curse, in addition to be able to marry the prince of that kingdom, of which Yusi eventually will fall in love. Then Yusi, when being trained on the Princess Academy, she'll compete with another girls that represent the worlds of demons, spirits, heavens, and fairies to become the Platinum Princess, so they learn skills, jobs, and magic that will become useful to help the people, obtaining more strength in their hearts necessary to awake the power of the tiara. With all this description of the story, it's hard to identify the series as one of magical girls, but when watching the transformations of their outfits that they have with their magic pendants and the magic that they'll get later to defeat a destructive force, this justifies this classification. Similar to Maho no Bako-chan, Mermaid Melody Peachy Peachy Peach is inspired by the classical tale of the Little Mermaid, in which a mermaid falls in love with a human, but in this case, because it's a lighter story, the limitations that have the mermaids have less dramatic consequences. The story starts with the mermaid princess Lucia, who starts her life as a human under the identity of Nanami Lucia to search for her pink pearl that she left years ago when she was a child, with a boy called Kaito when giving it to him to save his life after being victim of an accident with a great wave. But another great reason for Lucia to search for Kaito is that she has fell in love with him. But despite that, in this series, the mermaids can change when they want to humans, changing back to mermaids when they get wet, but they can reveal their identity because they turn to foam. So, despite they meet again, she only shows herself as a mermaid, hiding her other identity as human. Singing is one of the main themes on this series, so there's a great variety of songs along the episodes, sung by Lucia and by the other mermaid princesses that joined her, Hannon and Lina. And to be able to sing, they need their pairs since they are the source of their powers, which also will allow them to transform into heroine singers with human shape, taking these pairs the shape of microphones, amplifying the power of their singing. Another goal that the mermaids will have along the series is to reunite the rest of the mermaid princesses around the world, because it has appeared some enemies that try to steal their pairs to invade and destroy the ocean kingdoms. And if they succeed in reuniting the princesses, they could invoke with their singing the Aqua Regina goddess to defeat them. To complement all the collection of features of this Magical Girls series, besides their transformations and magical skills, mainly Lucia is accompanied by Hippo, some kind of talking penguin dressed as a sailor who is her strict advisor. This story has a very simple style that makes it suitable for any kind of audiences, where the romance and action are very simplified with a nice and colorful girl design. Papillon Rose is a very short series that premiered as a single OVA that mainly parodied Sailor Moon with a strong sex theme not only on the story context but in each feature like the transformation, the outfit, the magic, the magical items and the enemies. This first version follows the perverse story of Tsubomi as a teenager that works in a nightclub, which when meeting the handsome Hikaru and the cat Rama, she gets the skill to transform into Papillon Rose to fight Regina Apis and her subordinates, which are aliens that want to take control of our world. Because of the high sexual content of that OVA, this show is suitable for a mature audience. Despite it doesn't have explicit scenes and almost no nudes, a great part of its humor represents obvious sexual situations. And later it was created a very short 6 episodes adaptation for TV of this OVA, with the subtitle of the new season, that is a continuation, taking the previous saga as conclude, presenting new enemies. In this version, when being for TV, keeps at the minimal the sexual content, taking away every explicit representation or turning many details to something more socially accepted, but it keeps some of fan service, like Papillon Rose's outfit. So the TV version is most suitable for teen audiences, developing better the story with a little more serious tone.